Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the post-WrestleMania episode of Monday Night Raw, streamed live on Netflix from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. New WWE Champion John Cena opened the show with another scathing promo aimed at the fans before taking an RKO thanks to a surprise run-in from Randy Orton.
Make sure to get a great picture, because the last real champ is, oh my God, RKO out of nowhere!
In the show closing promo segment, Braun Breaker appeared to align himself with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, hitting the ring to take out both CM Punk and Roman Reigns with spears after Punk and Reigns had gone after Rollins and Heyman.
Oh no, he's lining up to spear Heyman! Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Who the? That was a human missile intercept! Braun Breaker!
In the main event match of the show, Dominic Mysterio made his first defense of the Intercontinental title, pinning Penta after some outside interference from a returning JD McDonough. The women's tag team title of Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria was ended after just one day when they were defeated for the belts by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez after Valkyria was pinned by Morgan. Lynch attacked Valkyria after the match and stormed off. Rusev, most recently known as Miro in AEW, made his return to WWE TV after a 5-year absence, crashing a promo segment involving Otis, Akira Tozawa, Maxine Dupree, and the New World Tag Team Champions, The New Day. Rusev laid out Otis and Tozawa after The New Day fled the ring. New World Champion Jey Uso also appeared for a promo, celebrating his title win along with Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso. Following the promo, the former World Champion Gunther attacked the commentators, choking out Pat McAfee, who was replaced by Joe Tessitore for the rest of the broadcast. Also on the show, the new World Women's Champion Io Sky squared off against the NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer in a match that ended in a no contest thanks to interference from Roxanne Perez. Afterwards, Julia attacked Vaquer and Rhea Ripley attacked Perez. In ratings news, the WrestleMania Go-Home edition of SmackDown was watched by 1.741 million people, according to Programming Insider. That's up nearly 200,000 viewers from the previous week's audience of 1.551 million. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .55, also up from the previous week's rating of .45. And in some unfortunate news, Hisashi Shinma, longtime New Japan Pro Wrestling chairman and booker, as well as the last living former WWF figurehead president, has passed away at the age of 90. Shinma ran the business end of New Japan for Antonio Inoki during the promotion's formative years in the 1970s and early 1980s, and as a booker was partly responsible for crafting Inoki's public persona as the face of the company. Shinma is also credited with pushing the concept of the IWGP, discovering Akira Maeda, and bestowing the Tiger Mask persona on Satoru Sayama. It was also during Shinma's tenure with New Japan that he brokered a working agreement with the WWF, which saw him eventually installed as WWF president in 1978 after the death of Willie Gilzenberg. Shinma worked with the WWF in co-promoting the 1976 Muhammad Ali-Antonio Inoki match, as well as orchestrating a WWF title switch between Inoki and Bob Backlund in Japan in 1979. Shinma was also responsible for establishing the original WWF Junior Heavyweight Championship as a conduit for a talent-sharing relationship between the two companies that helped position Tatsumi Fujinami as an international star. Shinma served as WWF president until 1984, after which the WWF's relationship with New Japan was dissolved, and Shinma was replaced as WWF president by Toronto promoter Jack Tunney. Shinma was also forced out of New Japan the same year in the wake of an embezzlement scandal and went on to found the Japanese UWF. He was admitted to the hospital last month after contracting COVID-19 and later developed pneumonia, passing away yesterday at his home in Tokyo. Once again, longtime New Japan Pro Wrestling chairman and former WWF figurehead president Hisashi Shinma has passed away at the age of 90. And before we leave you today, We'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.